Hi guys, this is Melvyn Williams here from Pest Control. Here we have a rat, like before. If anyone can give it a name, let us know. Right, today we're going to talk about how to get rid of rats in your attic. Now remember, if you're going in your attic and you're doing it yourself, as most people ourselves do, mask, glasses, gloves, and obviously be very careful. Attic spaces have a lot of insulations and your foot can go through and then you're in trouble. What we can look at today is getting rid of rats in your attic. So there are a number of ways to do this. The first being is when we particularly go and do rats in an attic, the first place we're looking is on the outside of the house. It may sound silly, but I always say rats don't fly in. So when we're looking around the out of the house, we're looking for any, as I said in our previous videos, any holes, any gaps, looking at the drainage, anything, the access points going underneath the shale. If you look on our website, it's got that. The shale being around, or the earth. If you've got any decking outside the house going underneath that, these are all places that we will look at first to see where they're coming in from. That's part of our long-term solutions in the second, third visits we do. So what we'll then look at is to then go in the attic space and have a look. Now when you're in the attic, some people say, oh, we don't see many droppings, or we haven't seen any. Rats can be quite exclusive where they're doing the droppings. If you've got a bad infestation and you've had multiple times people trying to get rid of it, then yeah, you would see droppings around. Sometimes you see a few, but sometimes they can hide those droppings, not literally, but they'll do it underneath the insulation and out of the way, almost like in a resting place. What we then do is, when you're looking in the attic, we look for what we call rat runs. In the insulations, rats will continue to urinate and you'll see runs going through the insulation, on top of the insulation. You'll see that like a pathway, like a worn pathway, you know, going across a bit of green, you see a worn pathway. You can look for that, and that's where the rats are using the roots. And that's where they're going to continue using the roots. There's no point in putting down some bait over here and the rat runs over here, because the rats won't always go over to the bait. They'll stick to their roots. So you can put it on their roots. Now some people, if you want to choose by putting rat traps, we very rarely use them. We do use the baiting side, but we always mention to the customer that rats can die in out of the way places called bad smell, maggots and flies. Most tenants understand this and they're quite happy to go here, they just want to get rid of the rats. But you can try the other methods. People put traps in there, we'll put that on the runs. This is obviously for rats in the attic. Now, rats would have worked their way up the outside of the house, they would have worked their way through, and now they're nesting in the attic. So then you'd want to put those baits in, put those traps in, whichever you're using, have your protective equipment on, and make sure, sorry about the phone in the background, and then make sure, we'll work through this one, make sure, I haven't got somebody in here, I haven't got long arms, we'll make sure we work through getting the rats, bait, the traps, and then check it 7 to 10 days later. If the bait's gone, replace that bait, put more, that's what we do, and then we'll come back again until the bait stops getting taken. You'll hear quite a lot of noise in the first 7 to 10 days. Some people sound like a disco. I say, oh, someone says, it sounds like someone's moving up there. So all these things will go on. These are rats, how to get rid of them in your attic. Then once we've got rid of them, that's the first stage. Then we're going to look for those long-term solutions. So what we're doing from there is then we're looking around the house. I'll put a link below to some of the other videos I've done on how to do all that. So that's how around the house to proof it and stop them coming, long-term solutions. The other ones will be below. I'll put a couple of links for you. So that's summarising how to get rid of your rats in your attic. Look for the rat runs. Place baits or your rat traps, if you want to use those, on the roots. Check them regularly. Make sure you wear masks, glasses, gloves, because you don't want to get any, from rat urine. There are diseases. The main one though about is people know of vials. So do beware of all of that. So good luck. Any questions? And we're still looking for a name. Cheers guys.